Hello guys, GM Storm89 here. Hope you're well. So I didn't record for some time. I had a lot of tournaments, I had a lot of chess lessons, so I didn't have enough time to work on this use, but now I'm back on the channel. I hope you will enjoy for my new content. Okay, so let's take a look. For today I will show you the game between me, I was black, against Super Grandmaster Rapport Richard. So let's take a look what happened. It was a very big fight in the end game, and I managed to make a draw after some, very strange decisions from my side. But let's take a look what happened. So this is the position on the board. We have a rook and pair of pair of bishops. So the same number of pawns. I have double B here. So let's take a look what I played. So I played rook d8. So I attack the pawn on d5 here. So obviously my idea is at some point to come closer with the king. So very important thing is to activate my king. But he played a quite nice move, rook to c6, attacking my bishop and attacking the pawn on b6. So it's a kind of a double attack. So my only move here is to go back with the bishop. So I played the bishop e7. So in the same time, I'm attacking still the d5 pawn. So even if he takes on b6, I have rook to d5. So let's say, I want to show you a little trick. So if he goes with the rook to e6, I can play bishop to d6. Now, this rook is kind of in a bad spot because I can play king f7. So I'm fine here. So the black piece. So in this position, my opponent played the nice move. So he played the move rook e6. Again, kind of a double attack, attacking the bishop and attacking the pawn. So I need again to move the bishop. Probably idea with the king f7 was also fine, but I wanted to put the bishop in a good square. So I played the bishop to c5 here. And after rook e5, I made a tiny mistake, but against these strong guys, even, this kind of mistakes can be very, can easily be punished. But I was a kind of a lucky here. So what I did here was I moved bishop to d4. So I wanted to take this d5 pawn as soon as possible, and that was a kind of a mistake. So the best move in this position was just to come, to go with the king f7 here, to come closer with the king, and now just to prepare move bishop d4 and to go rook to d5. You will see why this move king f7 was better, because I entered into some trouble. I entered in some trouble in the later in the rook endgame because I didn't activate the king, but I was greedy to take this d5 pawn as soon as possible. So in this position, I played bishop d4. Expected him to go rook e2. That's what he did. So now, finally, this d5 pawn is free for me to take. So I played rook to d5. And now, after move rook d2, I completely missed actually this move, because the plan here now is just to play bishop to c7 now. And after bishop to c7, go with the idea of bishop b6. Now, because of this annoying pin, I can even lose my bishop. So my only move here to do is let's just to come closer with my king. So only move here to stay in the game was a king to f7. So after king f7, Super Grandmaster found a very interesting idea. So to play bishop e5. What's the thing? So he definitely wanted to play the better endgame because I have this double b pawn. So what I did was I played this, and he played rook to d4. Now with the rook on d4, my pawn on b4 is under attack, and potentially my pawn on b6 will also be a weakness. So here, this is the one of the critical moments in this endgame. So now I found a very good plan. You can take a look a little bit, guys. I hope you will find a good resource here. So I have two options here. So what I checked was, one of the options was a move rook to b5, but actually this was a bad choice because my rook will be very passive here, just defending a b4 and the b6 pawn, but I don't have a second place for my rook. And now after probably king to g2, king to e6, king to g3, let's say g5, stop from white king entering f4, let's say g5, king f3, and after, let's say king f5, king to e3, king e6, b3, I believe that the white will have very good chances to win this endgame, because this rook is much better shape than my rook on b5, and this pawn on b4 sooner or later will probably go down, because there is also the idea of king to d3 and king to c4. So luckily, I found the best resource here. So instead of rook b5 and instead of this defensive idea, I found the move 3. So what's the point of my b3? So I want to sacrifice the pawn, make him like to have like a double pawns. So of course, if he tries to go with the idea of a3, not to take, I have a beautiful trick, beautiful move like rook e2. And now I'll just take the b2 pawn, and that should be very good for me, of course. So, but of course, Super Grandmaster will not make this kind of mistake. So he took on B, and now I played the move H5 that I think it was quite good. So what I wanted was I wanted just to trade as many pawns as possible because every pawn trade will be good for me, and I'll have a better chance to make a draw. So after H5, he gave up a check. I moved the King E6, played King to G2, and I took on G4. So after that, he played King to G3, and I played Rook to 5. So now I'm attacking the B pawn. So the only move for him to to defend the pawn was to play to B4 here. So okay, so I played G5 again, attacking the rook, and because I want to put my king maybe at some point on F5. So he played rook to D4, and now again, very interesting idea that they played was the rook to D5. So I'm activating my rook now. I want to go rook to D2. I want to attack the B2 pawn, maybe at some point even before. So, but what's very important that my rook is back to the open file. So after rook to d5, he played rook c4. Probably the trick with rook c4 is to go, sorry, rook to c6 here, and then to take the b6 pawn. So here after rook to c4, of course, I activated my king. So king f5. Again, I have idea to play rook d3 check and to put my rook to b3. So that's my very, very, very important idea here. So on the move king f5, he played king 2, preventing me from giving this check on here. And I played g4 now. Very important move again for me, because at some point I want to go g3. Of course, when my rook is in d3, and of course, my plan was to trade the f2 pawn. So after this, play king f1. I continued with the rook d3. Of course, with the same plan that I already told you. Play rook c6, and now my point was g3. So I'm not afraid of rook b6 because I will be on time to trade g4f. And the endgame with this points, I think it's probably very, very, very drawish. So he took rook g3, rook to b6, and now this was a very important, I will say, the second critical moment in this endgame. I played rook b3, guys, and I thought, okay, now it's a draw. I'm perfectly fine. Everything is okay. Then he played king e2. I was so close because I wanted to take this b2 pawn for free. I thought that's a free pawn, but actually, if I take rook b2, that's a huge mistake, guys. Because after rook b2, king d3 is coming. And after king d3, now this king will become very active. So this king will come to c4, c5. My king is kind of very far away from the b pawn, so white will be winning here. So let me show you a little couple of moves. So king e5, king to c4, rook to c2, check, and now king to b5. So this should be completely winning for white. So luckily, let's say in the last minute, I saw that. So this position, I didn't take this poison pawn. So on the b2, so I played king to e5. So luckily, no rook b2, king e5, activated the king. So he played king to d2, king to d5. Okay, so king c2, rook h3. So I was happy. My rook is in a third rank. I will not let him to play with the king here. So his king is a far away, from let's say from the b file. So here in this position, he played b3, and now again a little trick by my opponent. So here he wanted me to give this check on h3. What was the plan? The plan was to go back with this check. Wanted to play king b2, and after this check he will go king a3. So again, a very interesting point, and now white will be winning because this king will come, and now again the b pawn will be very quickly go to promote queen. So again, I didn't let him this happen. I saw again this trick, and I played rook to g2. So now there is no going back anymore. So with the rook g2, finally I was 100% sure to draw. So here after rook a6, rook h2, nothing better than to repeat the moves. I just didn't want to let him to play on the second. to come on the second or the third rank. So I give a check on here, played here, check here, and again rook h2. So no more this check because of the king b. So what happened, guys, was okay. He just played. Finally, he pushed the b pawn. I give a couple of checks, and finally he offered me a draw because after rook h5, yeah. So this should be a draw here. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the example. So here you can see like how you need to be careful even when you manage, to make a draw. Like, one move can be a huge difference. So I was kind of lucky that I saw these little tricks in the equal endgame. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you really like this example. So I hope I will show you more of this interesting content. So enjoy and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Yeah, bye bye.